Have you ever noticed that no matter how much you make, your money just seems to slip right through your fingers? It's almost like there's an invisible hole in your wallet. And here's an uncomfortable truth. It's not the size of your paycheck that makes you wealthy, but the hidden habits you've been building without even realizing it. Controversial? Sure. But that's exactly what separates people who build wealth from those who are always stuck in the red. Most people think they just need a raise to finally catch a break. But in reality, the problem usually isn't income, it's how that income gets used. That's why even high-earning executives can end up broke, while someone with an average salary but solid discipline quietly builds real wealth. Sounds counterintuitive? Absolutely. But that's the secret hardly anyone wants to admit. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 habits that drain your money like financial vampires. And here's the best part. I'll also show you how to flip each one around to completely change your financial life. What you're about to learn could open your eyes once and for all. So tell me, are you ready to face the truth no one else has told you? It's amazing how these habits are everywhere. It doesn't matter if someone makes a little or a lot, lives in a small town or a big city, everyone has fallen into at least one of them. Even people who look successful have, at some point, had to face these traps head on. The difference is, they learned to recognize them and swap them out for smarter choices. Now you might be wondering, okay, but how do I know if I have these hidden habits? The answer is simple, through real-life examples and practical situations. When you see a clear reflection of your own behavior, it's almost impossible not to recognize yourself. That's the power of showing the problem with relatable stories and visuals that mirror everyday life. The interesting part is that it's not enough to just point out what's wrong. The real secret is showing what to do instead. That's why with every bad habit I reveal, I'll also give you a practical way to turn it around. And trust me, those small adjustments, once you stack them up, create a powerful transformation. Starting with the next habit, you'll see how something that looks harmless at first can actually weigh you down like invisible chains. Habit 1. Living on credit. The credit card is one of the most fascinating inventions of modern consumer life. It gives you that feeling of freedom, the power to buy now and worry later. But in reality, it's like a poisoned candy. The more you use it without a plan, the more you trap yourself in future debt. Even those tempting offers like 12 months no interest come with a hidden cost. You're tying up tomorrow's income before you even earn it. It's like putting invisible chains on your next paycheck. A lot of people think, but I pay it off on time, so it's fine. The problem isn't just the interest, it's the behavior it creates. Swiping becomes a habit. Habits become routine. And suddenly a big chunk of your paycheck is already spoken for before it even hits your account. It's like always owing money to your future self. Now imagine trying to save or invest while most of your income is already tied up with credit cards. There's barely anything left. So how do you flip the script? Whenever you can, try negotiating discounts by paying up front. In the US, many retailers even offer small deals when you pay with cash or debit. And here's the real shift. Stop asking, how much is the monthly payment? And start asking, how much does this actually cost? That small mindset change makes all the difference, because what looks like a detail is actually what separates people who are always chasing money from those finally in control. And when it comes to control, the next habit is even trickier, because it hides in small, everyday choices. Habit 2. Daily small expenses. Most of the time, it's not the big purchases that wreck your budget. It's the small daily expenses that look harmless. The Starbucks coffee, the quick snack, the Uber ride because you didn't feel like walking. Add them up, and those little habits can drain hundreds of dollars without you even noticing, like a leaky bucket slowly running dry. The problem isn't the coffee itself, it's the compound effect over time. Money that could have gone into an emergency fund, investments, or even a vacation. The solution isn't cutting out every joy, it's about awareness. Set aside a fixed amount for fun, stick to your limits, and swap out certain habits where you can, like making coffee at home and putting the savings into a high-yield savings account. Those small shifts add up to big results, proving that managing the little details of daily life is one of the keys to real financial stability. Habit 3. Letting money sit idle. Keeping money sitting still is no longer a sign of safety. With inflation, every idle dollar loses value year after year, like someone quietly pulling coins out of your pocket while you sleep. Many Americans keep large amounts in checking accounts that earn almost nothing, which means their purchasing power shrinks month after month. That feeling of security is misleading, because idle money is being silently eaten away. The solution is simple. Make your money work for you, even in small amounts. High-yield savings accounts, HISAs, T-bills, money market funds, or fixed-income ETFs are easy and accessible options that earn much more than traditional banks. You don't need to be a sophisticated investor. You just need to stop letting inflation consume your resources. Once your money starts producing returns, your whole relationship with spending changes. And that shift makes it much easier to break free from other habits that keep people trapped in the financial rat race. Habit 4. Living paycheck to paycheck. Living from one paycheck to the next might feel normal, but it's a clear sign of financial weakness. It's like running on a treadmill, constant effort without moving forward. In the US, more than 60% of people live paycheck to paycheck, even those with good salaries, showing that it's not just about income, but also about habits and mindset. When every dollar already has a destination, any unexpected expense becomes a crisis, pushing many into credit card debt and starting a vicious cycle. To change this reality, you need to create financial breathing room. The first step can be simple. Set aside 5% or 10% of your paycheck the moment you get paid and direct it into an emergency fund. That cushion brings peace of mind and the freedom to plan for the future. It's like stepping off the treadmill and finally moving forward. But even when money is left over, there's still a common trap waiting: spending just to keep up with others. Habit 5. Social comparison. Social comparison is one of the most destructive financial habits. In the US, there's even a saying for it: keeping up with the Joneses, the race to match your neighbor's lifestyle. New cars, home remodels, luxury vacations posted on social media all create pressure to prove you can have the same. The problem is, most of the time, that lifestyle is fueled by debt, not real wealth. Meanwhile, people who actually build wealth aren't worried about impressing others. The wealthy focus on assets, stocks, real estate, businesses, while many in the middle class spend heavily on consumer goods just to look successful. The key is swapping status for freedom. Instead of asking, "What will people think if I don't have this?" start asking, "How much peace of mind will I gain by staying out of debt?" Redirecting a monthly car payment into investments like an S&P 500 ETF can make a massive difference over time. Habit 6. Ignoring debt. Ignoring debt is like pretending a wound will heal on its own. At first it looks small, but over time it grows into a serious problem. In the US, a single forgotten credit card bill can quickly multiply with compound interest, turning $500 into thousands. What could have been solved easily ends up becoming a snowball that's hard to stop, adding even more weight to your financial life. Many people use the ostrich strategy, hiding bills, dodging collection calls, and avoiding reality, but every month of delay just makes the problem worse. The solution is to face debt head-on. Strategies like the snowball method, paying off the smallest balances first, or the avalanche method, tackling the highest interest rates first, can help you regain control. What matters most isn't the method, but starting, because without a plan, neither your debts nor your dreams will ever be clear. Habit 7. Lack of planning. Living without a financial plan is like driving in the dark. You might move a few feet, but any curve could cause a crash. Without a budget, there's no clarity about what comes in, what goes out, or what your real goals are. It's like being stuck in a maze without a map, making the same mistakes over and over. Disorganization keeps your money from working for you and traps you in a cycle of uncertainty. Planning, however, doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes a simple note with 3 columns, income, expenses, and savings, is enough to change your financial perspective. Practical rules like 50-30-20 give direction: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and investments. The real key is discipline, reviewing regularly, fixing excesses, and adjusting goals. With consistency, money stops being a burden and becomes a powerful ally in building wealth. Now that you know the 7 habits that drain your finances, the choice is in your hands. Keep feeding these silent vampires or start turning the game around today. Small adjustments can make a huge difference over time because financial transformation doesn't happen all at once. It starts with one conscious decision right now. Every step you take is progress toward breaking free from the cycle and building a more independent life. And I want to know, which of these habits did you realize has been holding you back the most? Living on credit, those daily small expenses, or comparing yourself to others? Share it in the comments because that's the first step to creating awareness and opening the door to change. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and keep following along, because the next videos will show you not only how to stop losing money, but how to actually build real wealth.